Sabine und Michael, German Curriculum, Chapter G1, 4. Das Licht, the light, plural, die Lichter. Die Fahne, the flag, also called Flagge. Die Fahnen, for plural. Der Mülleimer, the garbage bucket, literally, garbage can in American English. Die Mülleimer is the plural. Die Schere, that is shears, in American called scissors, but it is a cognate of shears. And die Schere is singular, and die Scheren is plural. Die Nudel, that's the noodle, of course, and plural is die Nudeln with an N. Die Uhr, that's the clock, could also be wristwatch. Die Uhr, and the plural is die Uhren. Der Elch, that's an elk. If they say Elch, they could also mean moose. Specifically, they call it amerikanischer Elch now, but they could still just say Elch and mean a moose. And der Elch and die Elche is the plural. Der Affe is an ape, or monkey in this case. And die Affen is plural. Now we're going to count from 0 to 20. Null is of course 0. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Notice that after 12, it starts over again like in English. 13 is really 3, 10, right? So 3 and 10 is 13. Same here, 14. So 4 and 10 makes 14. So you have the word 10 and the word 4 in there, so that's how that's done. All the way up until 20, which is 20, and then after that, it's not written here, but it's not much harder. You say 21, that's like 1 and 20, and then you say 22, 23, 24, etc. All up until 29, the next one is called 30. 30 is 30, 40 is 40. 50 is 50, 60 is 60, 70 is 70, 80 is 80, 90 is 90, and 100 or 100, like 100 or 100, is obviously that. And then it goes, same thing again, 120, and that would be the same going on forever. 1000 is 1000. And then there is 100,000 and Millionen, and Milliarden is billion, and Billionen is trillion. That's a little tricky, but how often do you ever have to count that high? But if you're listening to the news and they're talking about expenditures, you might hear Billionen. That's not billion, it's trillion. And Milliarden, that's what billion is. Okay. Now, continuing on with what's on the paper, das Bild is the picture. Die Bilder is the plural. Werft, that's the present tense of throw. Werfen is throwing. And fangt, that means that's the present tense of catch, like you're catching something. Fangen. And then macht an, or anmachen. That means to make on. In the case of a light, for example, it's turning on. And macht aus, same thing in reverse. It's to make off, literally. However, it's like to turn off. And then we have, let's see, hört zu. That means listen to, or zuhören. Hören is hearing, so listening to. That's how that is. Gebt is the present tense of geben, which is giving. So give is gebt, and geben is giving. Schiebt and schieben. Schiebt is shove, or shoves, and schieben is shoving, could also be pushing. Zieht is and ziehen, that's pulls and pulling, could also be hauling. And then there's klatscht, that means clapping, or it can also mean slapping. Also in slang terms, klatsch is also a form of talking, like yakking, gossiping, something like that. People do Kaffeeklatsch, get together, drink coffee, and talk about whatever. Klopft is knocking, or knocks, and so that's what klopft is. And that concludes this vocabulary for section 1.4.